How is the release of a delivery from IT celebrated? Well, typically with a long list of changes to what's just been released. Why is that, and is it IT's fault? Welcome to a few important minutes on technical debt. Whenever we start talking about IT and digital development, most of us immediately start thinking of year-long delivery times, project and budget overruns, and long and tiresome debates internally about who's to blame, IT or the business. Mostly, IT ends up taking the blame. But is this really fair? My immediate answer is no. But this is rarely how the business units or senior leadership sees it. So accusations fly and the discussions heat up around the tables and in the team's meeting rooms. This is not healthy, and business leaders need to understand how their businesses ended up here in the first place. The main reason for this to happen is called technical debt, and it's a phenomenon happening whenever IT cuts corners to help the business with faster deliveries. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying IT wants to cut corners. The development professionals usually hold their coding standards very high and want to produce elegant digital solutions. The corner cutting happens because there will always be more business requirements and changes than there are developers to deliver. And that creates a backlog. The business gets frustrated and reports IT problems to the C-level that in turn puts pressure on IT to deliver faster. And of course, IT wants to do their best to please everybody, so they do the only thing they can do to speed up delivery, cut corners. Cutting corners speeds up the delivery, but it leaves a mess in the coding, a mess that will come back to haunt everyone next time a change needs to happen. Because of the haste, the developers doesn't have sufficient time to document the changes and shortcuts they've taken. So next project requires an impact analysis that identifies how the systems are interconnected. In some cases, making a change here can have a huge impact over here, even though there is no logical connection, but caused by the corner cutting and hasted development. These dependencies must be identified to avoid costly mistakes and errors for the next release. Now, this project starts taking a long time, and there's a great chance that history repeats and senior management again pushes for faster deliveries, and we are having a vicious cycle. At the end of the day, each IT delivery is celebrated with loads of change requests. This is not the best kind of celebration. The business requirements are simply changing faster than IT with a technical debt is capable of delivering. Is there any way out of this mess? Yes. But it will require changes to a technical setup. You can't just hire 10 times more developers and have them clean the mess, as you also typically will have the problem that only very few key people will know exactly where and what corners that have been cut. So even an army of developers won't do much good. You're too dependent on the knowledge of few people. The way out is called two-speed IT and low-code applications, topics that I'm discussing in other episodes of Frederick's 5. It's a radical change of the way your IT applications work together, where you separate your systems into different logical layers, a layer of transactional systems managed by your IT experts, and layers of rules, processes, and engagement, now in the future managed by the business units directly, of course with a governance framework defined and maintained by IT. Implementing two-speed IT is not as daunting as it may sound, but I hope you understand from this discussion how important it is that your company's technical debt is being addressed. You are most likely already in this vicious cycle with no way out, and this will only increase as time and projects passes on. Not the ideal situation in a world that's changing faster and faster on a daily basis. Thank you for watching, and good luck.